what's up, my friend? Just wanted to share some thoughts with you this morning. Listen, I hope you're off to a great day. But remember, it's not just luck. It's not just haphazard that you have a great day. You have to prepare to have a great day. So hopefully before you leave the house, you'll put on your amazing. You'll do whatever it takes, regardless if it takes you 10 minutes, 20, 30 minutes, an hour to get uncomfortable, to prepare to win the day. It is worth it, so please do it. It's worth it. You have to be willing to get uncomfortable in order to get comfortable. But I want to share with you today, be intentional about everything you do. In other words, show up as your true, authentic self. I know people say this, throw these things around real easily, but what I mean is that you should be so consistent in who you are that anything that comes your way, any situation you handle it the same way, with the same impact, because you're who you're supposed to be. Whether it's the ultimate challenge that's a little scary, or even if it's the biggest blessing, you shouldn't change who you are and your approach to receiving it either way. That is if you are really being your true, authentic self, and that's the goal. This is when you're not being your true, authentic self. Whenever you lose yourself in a situation. Let me explain what I mean. Whenever you're around certain people and you feel like you have to act a certain way, you're not your true, authentic self. Whenever you experience something, a situation, and you shrink to the situation, maybe it's scary, maybe it's you're unprepared for it, and you shrink to the situation and you become a platform of fear, doubt, and unbelief, and for a couple seconds or minutes you actually lose yourself, that's when you're not being your true, authentic self. So in other words, in order to really be your true, authentic self at all times, you really have to live the epitome of this verse of greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. That's literally what you have to live in order to be your true, authentic self at all times, which means that you can never lose yourself. Now again, all of this is a work in progress. Like, so if you're listening to this video, don't think that this is going to happen all at once. No, you have to work on it. You know, you have to work on it. You have to first have a mental intention that this is my goal. I want to become better in this, to be my true, authentic self at all times, never to lose myself. And then you got to start working on it. But once you put the intention into the universe is going to start conspiring to help you fulfill that goal. So the universe is going to start sending you situations so you can practice on not coming out of who you really are, not losing yourself, and always being your true, authentic self, and handling every situation the same way, meaning the same impact, the same confidence, the same approach. It doesn't matter if it's the biggest challenge or the greatest reward. You shouldn't change. And if you can get to this level, then that truly means that you're living your true, authentic self. You're living your best life. You're being intentional and purposeful. You're living a purpose-driven life. And that's the ultimate level, my friend. It's the ultimate level of fulfillment. Living a purpose-driven life. Because the opposite of that is wasting your time doing meaningless things. You don't get fulfillment doing meaningless things. That's why a large part of being your true, authentic self and never losing yourself is you have to do a better job of managing what you expose yourself to. You got to do a better job of managing what you expose yourself to. So you got to understand yourself. You got to understand how certain situations impact you and what throw you off your game and what help you to enhance your game. You got to know all of that about yourself. So just like in sports, you got to practice. You got to practice, and every practice is not going to be great. Some practices you're going to feel like you got more work to do than other practices, but that's what practice is for. Stop being afraid to get uncomfortable in practice and to examine some of the parts of you that you may not like so much. So what? Get to know it more. Learn to like it more. And then you'll be able to accept it and appreciate it more, my friend. Listen, be intentional about your life. Never lose yourself, regardless of the situation, the magnitude of the situation. Know yourself well enough to allow yourself room to grow. Allow yourself room to improve upon areas in which maybe you do lose yourself. Areas in which maybe you aren't being purposeful. Areas in which you learn that maybe you care more about external situations sometimes than you do about yourself. It's okay. It's practice. How else are you going to win the game unless you start going all out in practice, my friend? Listen, have a great day. Be great, and remember, never lose yourself. You owe it to yourself, and you owe it to the world around you. You are enough. You were born to be great. Live in that. Uphold that. And let the chips fall where they may. Be great. Have a tremendous day.